Hey guys, welcome to the 702 Gaming Podcast, episode number 24. Today we have a special guest. He's been on last couple episodes. We're so lucky to have him. Michael Lewis is with us, Jason.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
In the house, I believe is what you say, right?
Oh,
Yes, in the house.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's in the house.
Not my
Still in
house.
Right.
No, mine. Yeah.
Oh, he's in a house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in a house.
Yeah,
That doesn't
Don't
sound
call
as
the
cool.
cops yet.
That's
It
the
sounds
saying I
cool when you
heard
say
it.
it like that, man.
Yeah. Michael Lewis is in a house.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys so much for
we're
having
happy
me
to have
back.
you, man. Happy
Yeah.
to have you.
Pleasure.
Really glad. It's been fun getting some recordings with you. We'll do more.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm down.
Yeah. You live on the East Coast, like far East Coast,
I do.
and
It's cold over
we
here.
live on the West Coast. So there's a little time difference.
Yep.
But little temperature difference, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How
Little
cold is it there?
It's 12 right now outside.
12? Yeah, that's
Yep.
cool. It's
Yep.
not even a teenager yet out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible, man. That's horrible.
Yeah.
You know it's cold when you say it's 12 out.
Yeah.
Right. And
Like
when
I-
the pigeons are going like this, like just going against their they're trying to warm up. It's horrible out there.
Nice.
They got a little trash can on fire
Exactly.
out there.
They've got the little construction beanie on, right? And they
Right.
keep talking about their union woes,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Good times.
I want to give a shout out to your boys on your podcast, Xenon and Shinobi. They're awesome guys.
Yeah.
It's so cool
Yeah.
to see you guys doing your thing.
Best
So,
friends since high school, man.
oh,
Shout out to them
really?
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Been
Awesome.
for a long
We've known
time.
each other forever.
Oh yeah.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, same with like Jason and Josh and I. We've worked together for a long time.
Nice.
Long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Awesome.
That
So
would be like
it's cool.
15-ish years, something like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Yep.
sick of it.
Oh.
Okay? I'm sick of it. All right.
I do not blame you.
Yeah, at all. Right? So
Hey,
no,
today
that's great.
let's talk about some like games, retro games, I guess. Older games that we've liked in the past. What do you like about them? And maybe we'll bring up some memories on some other people, because I know when people bring up retro games, a lot of times, like you brought up Brutal Force, I think on our last episode,
Yep,
and
of
it
course.
was like I hadn't really thought of that game, but as soon as you said it, it just like flashed all back. It was
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
Michael, do you have something that you can remember?
I remember playing a lot of what was it? 007 for the Nintendo 64. I understand. I think it was episode 1 that you guys were talking about. I remember Jason.
Look at Jason's face.
Oh, sorry.
I remember Jason not liking the game, which by the way, since episode 1, I wanted to see why.
Yeah.
But I mean, I kind of get it, because sometimes, guys, you guys remember holding the guns like this? It was just always like this.
Thank you.
That's how you would hold the gun.
That's
Just
how
like
you knew you were armed, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't have
Exactly.
even known you had a controller in your hand if you hadn't shown me like this. So
Right.
right.
Right. So
Yeah. Ugh.
So what happened, Jason? Like, do you not just like the game, or how it works, or?
So I've always been a person who, when there's hype behind something, I like to try to remove myself from it and not jump right in. Okay. When Jurassic Park came out, I didn't actually see the film for like 2 years. Now, I had read the book, but I didn't watch
Right.
the film.
It was a good book.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's a good
I
book.
just you get so swept up into the hype of something. So
Yep.
when 007 came out, that was the last legitimate Nintendo console that I had purchased, besides the Switch now, right? But I look at that as a handheld. So console wise, the N64. And there weren't a lot of games, to be
Right.
honest. 007 came out, and I'm like, all right, I'm in, right? Like
Right.
everyone's saying that this is amazing.
Right.
There's 4 ports on this. I know people that have their own controllers, right? Let's come on,
Nice.
let's rock it. And I immediately found out that I get as motion sick as humanly possible if I'm playing first person shooters on a console.
Oh.
I mean,
Even
like,
back then,
oh man, like bad. Like
in your
really
youngster
bad.
years,
It's
it
like
really.
3 minutes in, I'm like, okay. Ooh, man. Ooh.
Oh,
So
wow.
I got super sick, and I'm like,
Right.
I didn't know why I was feeling that way though. So I just thought I was sick. So I powered through, right?
Right.
You got to power through it. So after like 5 hours of this game and thinking that I had like, COVID before it was a thing, right? I'm doing like the nose test with my finger because you didn't have testing back then. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't feel good. Like, what the hell is going on? I wasn't enjoying the game and I wasn't feeling good. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I tried it again later and I had taken a Dramamine, right? Because I was feeling dizzy. So
Okay.
it killed all the dizziness. I wasn't feeling nauseous like anymore.
Right.
So I could just play the game. And I realized the game is not good. It's not good. It's fun in 4-player.
Right.
But if you
True.
just
Fun in
play the
4-player.
game, I'm like, this isn't
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Like, that
You're
is
right.
my issue with the game. So as far as like a party game,
Mhm.
hey, let's go, right? Like that is fun. Like I've played
Right.
it again on an emulator with my computer where
Mhm.
I'm not like sick at all playing it. But
Right.
if you just play the game itself, it wasn't fun to me. It's like the equivalent of getting Street Fighter, which I'm a big fighting game guy, right? And never ever doing a versus. Right?
Wow.
And so if you're just playing Street Fighter, you're like, it's cool, I
Right.
guess,
And you're saying
but
like
it
single
shines.
campaign.
It shines in multiplayer. And I
Right.
think that game is, in my opinion, it's unplayable unless you're playing with other people.
With people. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay? So
I agree.
yeah, it wasn't like a,
You remember covering your friends in paintballs and like, remember you could change the little like
Oh
things
yeah.
in multiplayer like that. Oh
Yep.
man, or the guns that could shoot through doors. They'd be
that
hiding
was
in the
cheating.
bathroom and you
I
just
didn't
go
like,
up.
yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, I know you're
Exactly.
in
I
there.
didn't like that. Even though I think in real life bullets do that, but whatever though, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, honestly it was just that. It was the fact that unless you had people to play the game with you all the time, then I wasn't ever gonna play it.
Right.
Right. And it's not like we had, it wasn't online. So I actually had
Right.
to have filthy humans come over my place. Right.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, take your shoes off, like,
Right. Right.
because you're only here to play this game. All right. Now let's have fun. And now you go
Yeah.
home and I'm never touching this until I can get everybody here again.
Again.
Together.
One of those games.
Yeah.
What did you like about it, Michael?
Well, back then we didn't really have games. I mean, you would shoot the enemy and they kind of just would drop. I remember one of the most memorable thing is that they had a little bit more realistic death.
Yeah.
Like the guy would kind of like drop to their knees and then they just like drop.
Right.
So it was like that was a big thing. Not that I grew up as a serial killer or anything like that,
Right.
but it was fascinating
That's
to
what
me.
you
I
were
was like,
looking
wow.
for was
Yeah.
like
So-
the death in their eyes.
Right. I was like,
You want to
yes,
see
now
their
this is
life
it.
fade. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And so I was like, it was just different for me. But I agree with Jason. I don't remember playing much of campaign at all. It was just
I gotta say, like the
Straight
aiming was
multiplayer.
horrible.
oh
If
my
you
god.
go back now, the
Mm.
aiming's horrible. Like you didn't really actually aim like a game now, like Halo and stuff
Right.
like that. It kind of just hovered and you kind of
Mhm.
your gun. You would
Oh, yeah.
turn your gun to be like your dude had super limp wrists. He'd be like, oh yeah,
Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
like
You
for
shot
real,
the
like
gun in a way where it would shatter your wrist in real life.
yeah. He was like,
Right.
ow,
Ow.
yeah,
You hold
Yeah.
a Desert Eagle like this in real life, all right?
yeah. Your hand's gone.
You'll do it
Good luck.
once.
Right.
I agree with that though. It was crazy how I like how you brought that up because to me it was as well. Like if there was one bad guy left, like on the dam or the bridge or wherever
Right.
you're at, and he comes down that little tower, and he's like, I'm gonna finish this, and he would come down. I'm like, I already killed all your friends. I'd pull out my little handgun and I'd be like, bow in his shoulder, bow in his shoulder.
Right.
You could just keep him going and then shoot him in the nuts at the end.
Right.
You know,
Just like,
And there was the animation for it.
Let's.
Yep.
It was
hold on real
crazy.
quick. So this
Right.
guy's a serial killer. This guy is blasting people in the balls. Okay.
He's getting ready for the
Cool, we
FBI.
got it.
Like,
yeah.
We're
Mom,
good
look
to
what I
go.
can do. Got new animations for this.
Exactly, right?
but that was different than before. Like that, Doom and stuff. You would just hit a sprite or whatever that
Right.
was, right, and it would just back up, or it would turn into something else, like a dead version of
Mhm.
itself.
It
Where-
really, and actually that's probably the best way. Like, Michael, I didn't necessarily think about that, but you're right. It didn't have like full on ragdoll physics, right?
Yeah, true,
But
true.
it was
Mhm.
still, there were frames of animation that you hadn't seen before. So you're right. It did feel like more real. Like
It was different.
I was always like I love popping people in the knees, like in any
Mhm.
game, right?
Yep.
So just being able to
Disable
do
them.
that, you're like, oh yeah, that's different. That
Right,
part
right.
felt good. Now, some of those things you didn't really have in multiplayer, but
Yeah,
which
True.
is fine because they're scaling, what is for one person to 4 screens. But
True.
the other thing is like, I mean, we didn't think about it then, but the maps were the maps. It's what you had, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
everyone memorized the maps. You memorized the best places to camp out, and it's just kind of what it was. So I don't know.
Where the guns, where they
Yeah.
spawn, all
Yep.
that stuff.
That's it right there. There's only
Yep.
certain spawn points in this game, right?
Right.
So I can just hang out and wait for you. It's the equivalent
Mhm.
of playing the Division and going to the Dark Zone and having the guys camp outside the door, like a squad of people
Ready.
waiting for you to walk out and just
Soon as you
melt
walk
you
up
to
the
the
door.
ground, right? And you don't even
Yeah.
have anything. They just want to do it, right?
You have a pistol and a toothbrush. You're
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
what's happening? Yeah.
And all you see is, your death animation lying down, the dude like kneeling over you up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? And you're like, man, as soon as I come back in, you walk right back out and they're like waiting for you. It's like, I didn't enjoy that back on the
That's true.
N64. I don't enjoy it now. So,
Right.
And none of your friends were allowed to play the little short guy, right?
nope. Nope.
'Cause he would shoot right over his head. Like
Exactly.
he'd be down there just
Exactly.
no
Any-
fair.
That was the one, like,
What was that guy's name? I can't
I don't
remember.
remember his name, but yeah, no one could pick him because it was unfair.
One of the bad
You're
guys.
like peeking
from
around corners, kneecapping people, and you're like, I shot him, I thought. Right?
He's like a little gremlin running around. Yeah.
Nah, that game
That's
had
amazing.
some issues, but
For
you know,
sure.
maybe some of the hate I gave it is unfounded, but just from my personal experience, the getting sick part
Right.
really that kind of
That'll
put
do
me in
it.
a different
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
after that, I'm like, I spent $70 on this game, and I'm never ever going to play it unless I can get everybody to
Right.
come over and play. So
That's right.
it's kind of like Mario Kart. Do you know anyone who just plays Mario Kart like by themselves, or are you
No.
online racing against other people?
Right.
You know, so
It's so much more fun with your friends. Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right.
It is.
Well, hey, so like that animation effect that you brought up. So one of the games I wanted to bring up is kind of the same reason. It's not my favorite game or anything, but it's just a cool game that at the time, like, kind of was like, whoa, was Soldier of Fortune. Have you ever played that?
Yep.
Soldier-
So, like,
is awesome.
yeah.
Man.
Dude, it was good games.
Yeah.
I think there was like 1 and 2 or
I think there's 2 of them.
2,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like it took it to the next level where if you shot them with something that was not as powerful, yeah, they would do that whole animation like 007, like or
Right.
you hit them in the knee or whatever.
Mhm.
But if you had like the Desert Eagle or you had some high power, like it would straight blow their shoulder off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I was like blown away with how it was able to detect on the body. Like you
Right.
shoot a dude in the foot and his foot's gone,
Yeah.
and he's like rolling around like, "Where's my foot?"
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so for me, that was a game that like was that same kind of
Right.
like, whoa. It made me think just how far they could take games as far as like hit detection and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Not necessarily like being ultra violent, but
Mhm.
because that game, the violence was a little
It was
above
comical.
and beyond.
Yeah,
Right.
it was comical violence where you're like,
Yeah,
this is too
like you
much.
would shoot the dude in his stomach and his guts would fall out.
Right.
Like
Oh my God.
Yeah.
you,
I,
if you
I don't
did a
think I've ever played
headshot,
Soldier of Fortune. I gotta
Oh,
play
you
that.
should.
Yeah.
you get a headshot, but it wasn't like in his face. It was like on the top of his head. Just the top of his head's gonna blow off. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, they took the violence like you said, comical
Right.
type of like you were a soldier that just didn't care about any
Yeah.
you
Right.
know
He was the soldier where
morals.
you're like, I hope soldiers aren't really like that.
Right.
Like,
Tell me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think scrupulous, I would call him, right?
Yeah,
It's just
soldier of
whatever,
scrupulousness.
dude. Just give me a
Yeah.
gun. Where's the guns? Like,
Right.
yeah, that type of soldier.
But it just had that to me, like that kind of, like you could hit a vehicle in the tires at that point. Because before that, like
Mhm.
games didn't do that. Like
No. Right.
you know, you could hit a car in the tires or like in the headlight. Maybe it could hit it out. Like that's crazy to me that they can
Wow.
get to that point. So that was a cool game.
like the
I
level
thought-
of detail. Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Experiencing that for the first time must have been awesome.
Yeah, it was really like a whoa, this is
Mhm.
crazy. Jason, what do you got?
I mean, I have a whole slew of like retro
Okay.
stuff in my head
Pull
all the
something
time.
out of your,
but,
Out of your arsenal.
If I'm gonna pick one that I think really had me go, I've never done that before. Red Faction.
Oh, that's a good one.
Red Faction was the first game where I ever played where everything was a destructible environment. And I remember, you were like a miner on Mars, and you were part of the Red Faction who was going to uprise against, tyrannical company, put you there and all these things. And I just remember, getting like some of the basic weapons and shooting guys and stuff. And then I got, a weapon that was like a rocket launcher and shot it at a guy and missed him because that's what happens with rocket launchers, right?
Of course.
And it hit a wall and blew a big hole in the wall. And it's still the splash damage killed the guy. But more guys were coming. So I shot like 4 or 5 more rockets into that same hole and it kept making the hole deeper. So I
that's so
ran
cool.
into that hole and waited for the guys to come around the corner and then I just gunned them down. I'm like, that right there, that was mind blowing.
That is so cool. Yeah.
Like that was completely different. I'd never seen anything like that before. There were guys on the side of the wall over here and I'm pinned down. I keep trying to shoot at them. So I
Right.
blew a hole like down underneath the wall and came
Right.
up out of that hole and like destroyed the entire room full of people. I'm like,
Wow.
like it kind of made you have tactics, right? It
Right.
gave you tactics because anything felt like it was possible. And
Right.
to be honest, I can't think of any other game that's like that since where, it's like, figure it out. They're in there.
Right.
They're coming to get you. What are you going to do?
Right.
All right. Well, I don't know. Go around
Have
the
you
corner.
played that game, Michael? Red Faction?
I've heard of it. I've never played it though.
Dude, it was
Now it
crazy
looks-
at the time.
now it sounds amazing.
Dude, yeah,
it
well,
is.
so like what he was saying, what me and my friends did one time, there was like a mining town that you had to go into, and there's all the military guys there that you gotta fight.
Right.
Well, it's like in like a little canyon, kind of like there's mountains around it, and like what Jason said, I remember we blew up a hole all the way through the mountain like a cave tunnel and came around the backside and wiped them all out from the back. It was so cool, like that
Wow.
moment. That was
Right.
I like that game. That was a
That's
good
so,
good
it's
call.
so sick to be able to do that. To think,
I'm just confused. Like, why wouldn't games have that now? That's such a good idea, though. It's like
So
the
cool.
flanking system is just like,
Yeah.
wow.
yeah, like
And then they
That's
came out with like Red Faction Guerrilla that had like some really cool destruction effects. Like you would
Yeah.
shoot the base of like a tower, and instead of just it like because the original Red Faction was so old, it was just like you're destroying like the map basically, right?
yeah, for the most part,
Like,
you could like
basically.
destroy all of it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
If you had the
everything.
ammo,
But
blow it
this
up.
one, like you would shoot the legs out, and like the tower will actually like have an animation where it's collapsing on you and like
Right.
stuff like that. But yeah, we need another game like that, man.
The
Yeah,
only thing
I
I,
mean,
can think of is certain elements of Rainbow Siege.
Yeah, which we talked about on the last episode, I think.
Right. So certain elements of that, if
Yeah.
Michael's in that
True.
room and I got to get to him, if I put a C4 on the wall, maybe I can blow
Mhm.
a hole in the wall and then,
That'll
I'll peek up and he already shot me through the hole, which is normally
Right,
what would happen.
right.
Right. But
Yoda's just waiting with
exactly, right?
Right.
I
Yeah.
peek in and Yoda's like, wait, how does
Right,
hands
right,
look?
right.
Something similar to
Peter
that?
Dragon is right there with pocket knife. Yeah.
Yeah, your Yoda's ghetto, man. Like
Yeah.
he'd stick you.
Bro, we all saw what he can do with a lightsaber, so I don't want to
Oh
even
yeah.
get to
Yeah.
that.
It's, it's rough. It's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Red Faction to me is one of those games where, I feel
That's
like
pretty
all the games that we're picking right now is like, yeah, it's the first time I ever saw anything like that.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that
That's
was
so
the first time I ever saw anything like that.
good.
I know
good
Battlefield
pick.
is like that. Battlefield tried things like that
Yes.
with
Yeah.
destructible stuff, and it got worse throughout the games. But Battlefield 3 was just amazing. I remember going there for the first time and just towers falling, and I'm like,
Right.
what is this? Because I was usually a Call of Duty player.
Mm.
But Battlefield is like everything's destructible.
The
The
map's
cars
changing.
Yes. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. It was a war.
That's
It felt
cool,
like a war.
man.
Actually,
Well, and like
it was a
Battlefield,
war. That's right.
Gold
Yeah.
Company or something. What was that? Or Bad Company?
That company.
Bad Company.
That was like really destructible too
Mhm.
in the campaign and everything. That's a good point. Good pick.
I think
Well-
like Max Payne kind of falls into that category of this is the first time I played a game that did anything like that. Right?
Yeah,
When we're talking
the
about those
time
physics,
slow and everything.
right? You
That's
slow
true.
down time, with the double barrel sawed off, and you're slowly floating toward the dude's face, right?
Right.
And the bullet time- I'd get like
Right.
right here, right,
Right.
with the shotgun, and boom, slow motion,
Right.
and you can see his head like fly back, and
Right,
I'm
right.
like, wow, I've never played anything like that before.
Right.
I feel like that was also kind of coming off of the Matrix, the Matrix move that was in everything back in the
Mhm.
day.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I'd never played
It
anything
worked
like
in
that.
the game though. It was really cool.
Yep.
I actually really hope Rockstar makes another Max Payne. I know a lot of people like part 1 and 2 a lot better than 3, and that's
Mhm.
fine. But 3 was still a good game, I think.
I love 3. Yeah.
I think it's a good
I
game.
actually really liked it. Yeah.
I just didn't like how he looked like Bruce Willis now, right?
Yeah.
Like,
His character model was like, okay, that's weird.
yeah.
The first model on 1 and 2, I think it's based on his face, anyways, is based on like the director of,
Yeah, it's a real guy.
because it wasn't Rockstar, it was the people that make
It is
Rockstar.
Control and stuff. You okay?
I still have the original cases. Yeah.
I thought someone was like destroying a hole behind you.
Oh, you'd know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're coming in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at my PC games right now. I see Crysis, Left 4 Dead, some Dragon Ball Z stuff. Yeah, I don't see it over there. I know I have it though, but I swear
The original 2, he's just like the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, the
Pretty much
whole
so.
time.
That's his face the entire time. So I've seen an interview with the guy who they've asked, so can you do the face? He does the face, and you're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro. Yeah. You better have been paid for that. So
Right on. Michael, you got any other games you were thinking that were just cool?
I think it was the last episode we were talking about going to Blockbuster and stuff like that. I remember one of the biggest game I kept getting at Blockbuster was Street Rage, I think it's called. Yeah, Street Rage 2.
Streets of Rage.
Street Rage, there you go.
Okay.
Yes.
And just beating up a bunch of people in denim jackets was a really satisfying thing for me. I don't know. It's just, you have
know
4
what?
people to pick one.
Those are the reasons I don't wear denim now.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I don't want 4 people to come up to me.
No, because there's a guy named Michael, right?
Yeah.
Who's just roaming the streets. He's BA, right?
Yeah,
And he's just looking for trouble. So,
right.
and I don't
You're
know,
wearing
my
denim,
name
you
could be
didn't take it
hovering
down.
above my head, and my name is Spike or something. Like their
Right.
names are always something stupid like that.
We would
Right.
drive by a motorcycle club, and I'd be like, "Mom, stop right here. I got some things I have to
Right.
handle."
I'll be right back. Right.
Yeah. I got something I got to do.
I'll
Let me
be
punch
right
their
back.
motorcycles real quick and then fight them.
Man, yeah, you gotta have the cool catchphrase though. I've said this before.
Right.
When you kick that door in, you gotta be like "Merry Christmas" or something like that, right? Your rent's due.
And it's
something
February,
cool.
so they're confused. They're
Right.
like,
Everyone's like, "What's going on?" Next thing you know, they're like, "Crap, I'm wearing denim. He's here for me." Right?
Yep, that's when you know you're done.
You're donezo. You shouldn't have worn that
Oh my
anyway. You
God.
got tassels. You got tassels
Yeah.
on your denim.
Levi did you dirty.
Oh
So yeah,
man.
Street of Rage.
So
I
you
remember
like
that was
the
fantastic.
like the side by or what? It's like a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Beat 'em up.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's just it's almost like an arcade, where you go to like Chuck E. Cheese or like a restaurant, those arcades. You just
Yeah,
play with 3 of your
Simpsons
friends
and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. But back then it was
Nothing
so
better.
cool because we didn't have a good Tekken or like I think Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat exists,
I mean,
but
I think which came out first, Double Dragon or probably Double Dragon, right?
So
I think Double Dragon.
Renegade came out first. After Renegade, Double Dragon came out, and Double Dragon is almost like a duplicate of Renegade. And then Streets of Rage 1, 2, 3 dropped. But Streets of Rage 2 is always looked at as the best of the series.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I mean, the
Is it?
music
Okay.
is amazing. Like when you get to that club scene, and it's that Sega sound
Right.
chip has that synth sound going on, and as you're like fighting, you don't notice you're like, the whole
Right,
time while
you're
you're
getting
playing.
hype, yeah.
I don't even want to fight right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
You wake
you
up like, why is my
just
neck
kind of pause it.
killing me?
Right. You
Yeah.
pause it and you're like, man, there's something about that beat, right? I gotta be honest, man. Sega, even though I was more of a Nintendo guy, but Sega, the Genesis had some of the best like music for their
Mhm.
games.
Yeah,
And it made
sure.
me really recognize music in games.
Mhm.
Right? Like everyone knows the Mario theme, right?
Mhm.
But it's not like you like the song, but you know the theme.
Yep.
When Genesis dropped and they really started putting like actual musical composers to do the score for the games, I'm like, man, like, yeah, I'm in a club beating people up, but it feels like I'm in a club. Like everything about this feels like
Right.
I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Streets of Rage 2 is it's a fantastic game.
Oh yeah,
100%. Like you get my vote on that one, man.
for sure.
Get my
Nice.
vote on that one.
And I made sure to add the 2 at the end of that.
Yeah,
because-
yeah, because
yeah.
part 1 is good. Part 3 is cool too.
Right.
It's so weird, but 2, nothing like it though.
Right.
Nothing like
Oh
it.
yeah, for sure.
Have you played the they just released like last year, Streets of Rage 4. It's
I
I
not talking about
actually was just messing around with that. It's on Game
good?
Pass.
it's good, man.
It is.
Yes, it's good. It's
Oh.
good.
I like the art on it. the
Yeah.
drawings.
It's like all
It's
cell
actually
shaded.
pretty cool.
And
Yeah, it looks
I'll
good
check that out
you
too.
get a chance, man, play it, and then we'll hook back up. You tell me what you
for
think of that
sure.
one
Okay.
because
I
the
actually have a
controls and
friend,
everything.
Redwing, that requested us to talk about that game.
Really?
Really?
Yes,
Well,
so yeah, we'll have
my
to do
nephew
that.
and I beat it recently, so I'm
I haven't beaten it.
Oh,
Okay.
it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
yeah. I played it by myself. I didn't have anybody I was playing with, and yeah, I got whooped up.
Yeah. But don't feel bad.
Yeah.
We got whooped up together, so it's
Right, right,
it's not an
okay.
easy game.
Yeah, I was at that first boss. They were
Do
tearing
they
me up.
still wear like denim jackets, or did they upgrade to
Yes.
like skinny jeans?
Yeah, I see his. You see when he asked that, you see his anger level, right?
Yeah, he's like,
He's like,
They're back.
he keeps doing
Yeah.
this number, right? What is this about? Can we just talk about that real quick? Like, when did that
Right.
become like a? You see me doing this, bro? It's on. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if that's what that means. Like,
I don't know when that started.
yeah, when did that start? I think around the same time when this was a thing, right? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So I want to bring up something that was just a cool memory for me was the games that Lionhead Studios made. Obviously, Fable was huge for me when that came out. That was a game that I actually followed on the internet before it came out because I didn't really do that back then because, I mean, it was the internet, wasn't that great back then, and I don't know, it was a long time ago. But Fable 1, I followed it all the way till it came out, and it was just so cool how you could be this bad version of yourself or this good version, and it didn't just like you were just bad or good. It was like your guy grew horns or a halo and he looked different and became evil or whatever, and people would react to you differently, like, oh my god, he's a bad guy or he's a good guy, or worship you. And then their other game, Black and White, and they had Black and White
Yes.
2, right?
The first God game or God
It was a
Sim, I
God
think they called
game.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, it was like Sim City kind of. You build a city, you see your little guys running around, your like tribal people, but you have this animal god that you would raise from young, and he's like a baby. He's like as big as a house.
Right.
But you pick, like, do you want an ape? What was there, like ape?
There was an
Zebra.
ape. I think wasn't there a big wolf
There was a
creature?
wolf.
That's who I always pick.
Some kind of lizard or a turtle or
Mhm.
something like that. But they're a baby, and so they're like as big as a house, but they walk around. But the way you treat them as they grow up is
Right.
how they are going to grow up and be. So like if you
Right.
were bad to them, you could like straight slap them in the face.
I was always
Wow.
doing
You
that.
know,
Very abusive
yeah,
father.
you could hand them a rock and be like, you know, something nice, or you could be like, hey, throw that rock at the house and kill everybody inside of it, or eat these people or whatever.
Mhm.
But you
Wow.
built this city, so you're kind of like destroying your own stuff, but people would attack and your god would help protect your city, and like he would go out and like smash them and light them on fire and all kinds of stuff. But your animal did the same thing, right? Like the gorilla would turn like orangish gold or whatever fur, and he'd be so like cute looking, but now he's like Godzilla size, huge.
Right.
But if you like slapped him around and like were rough with him when he was young, he's like black, red eyes, like just evil, big fangs, and he eats anybody he wants to eat.
Does he
It's crazy,
remember
like,
that
for
you
me, it
slapped
was like
him as
that.
a kid, or
What's that?
does he remember that you slapped him as a kid when he turns into an adult?
He did, but because I like beat him down, like subjected him to it all his life, he never stood up to me.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
hey, just real quick for anyone listening, we're talking about games, video games, right? Okay, we're fathers. No one's a bad father. Love our
Right.
kids, right? Not slapping anyone around.
Comes
so-
DCF. Yeah.
Unless you're
I
a
only do
you
that
know,
to digital kids.
yeah, unless you're a monkey deity that I'm growing,
Right.
to cause
Right.
utter destruction later. So he
Yeah.
never had total recall, right? And remembered everything that we did to him.
Yeah.
Thank
But
God.
it all played out though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally all played out. That's so funny you bring that up because when I think of that game, I think about starting really into PC gaming and seeing like the innovation that PC games did versus console games.
Oh, yeah.
Like it felt like back then, like any PC game was done by an indie developer. How
Mhm.
we think of indie games now, that's how PC
Mhm.
games were back then.
Like someone made it in their garage.
Yeah, it always felt like
Yeah.
someone made this. This was their idea. You can't play this type of game anywhere else, right? And then you go over to the console and you're like, cool, I got platformers, I got sports games, one or two driving games, and a couple fighters. And that's what you had. But PC back then really felt like you had no idea like what was going to come out next month.
Right.
Like think
Yep.
of when
So
when
true.
Spore came out or
4, another good one.
What's Portal, right?
Mhm.
Like the first time I played Portal, I was like, what is this? I don't what am I even
Right.
doing? Right? Like, I'll make a portal over here and I'll make one there. Then
Right.
jumped in there and fell out there. I'm like, what? What just
Right.
happened right
Yep.
now? Right?
Right,
Like,
right.
so how
Mind
can I
blown.
use this now to like that is what really attracted me to PC games back then.
Mm.
You know, and now it kind of feels like PC games and console games kind of are interchanged with what they do. But back then, telling you, it was like so much innovation on the PC side.
Oh yeah,
I just loved it. Absolutely loved it.
for sure.
So yeah, definitely Black and White though. That's up there with like the never played anything like that before type of game.
Yeah. Which Microsoft owns Lionhead.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if it's Lionhead anymore. Like Fable's being made by like the Forza crowd or whatever right now. But hey, you own Black and White, I'm sure. Like give me part 3 on
Right.
console, please,
Right.
and computer. I
It'd be
mean,
nice.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, and that's a game you could have on console.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I
And if
feel
you
like
had some kind of like, because back then you just played it by yourself, but like, could you imagine us 3 have our own cities
Oh,
with our own deity,
Oh,
like
gosh.
creature,
yeah.
and then we could like either battle or like
Mhm.
team up to go against the computer or something?
Like Michael, all I want to do is eat all your people. I don't want to fight your guy, right? I just want to eat all your people, and
Right.
that's it. If you kill me, whatever. But you have no people to worship you.
You
Right?
don't got no-
That's what matters. So
I'll try to convince your babies, like, hey, I'm not gonna abuse you. You
Right.
guys can cook.
Okay.
I have cookies.
Ah,
I'll get you a Switch.
he's got the long play. Okay. See, I'm more of a
thinking of the
like here
future.
and now, right?
Yeah.
I just want to come in and squash all your people and be like, who's
Yeah.
going to worship you now? So
Right.
He's telling my kid like, your dad's mean.
right.
He slaps you.
Your dad
He's
does
trying
that?
to turn him against me.
Right. Crazy,
Right.
man. Hey, we talked about instigating before, right? Just say, man, wouldn't happen in my house, right? And then
Right.
just walk away, right?
Just leave that in their thoughts. yeah.
Exactly. Be like, hey, but I'll see you tomorrow, right? Maybe not. I don't know. You know.
It's
So-
amazing.
Like innovative type of, and not even just innovative, but just retro games. I think
Right.
if we're talking about something that had like an impact on you, for me, I want to say you guys, like everyone knows, I'm into fighting games and stuff, but I think with just fighters in general had that type of impact on me, which is why I still play them today. And I can't really think of too many other type of games that I started out playing in my youth that affected me in a way where I still play them now.
Right.
Right. Like,
Mhm.
and you can pick whatever fighter it is from the generic type of like World Heroes type of fighters or Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Soul Calibur, right? Any of those type of games. Like they had such an effect on me as a youth that even now I'm still into them.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're to me, that is what real gaming is.
Right.
Right. Like there's certain movies in your life, certain music where you
True.
like you hear it now, you're like, oh, it brings me back to this thing, right?
Right.
But even then, I won't still listen to that music now.
Right.
Right. Like if I listen to something that I don't know, my mother used to play when I was a kid, I'm like, yeah, it reminds me of that. But I'm not gonna listen
Right.
to it. Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
right now, like I just played the first Mortal Kombat like a couple weeks ago and it got smashed by Goro and was like, oh yeah, I remember. This is
OP.
impossible. Right?
Yep.
Like the arcade of this
Mhm.
is completely impossible.
Yep.
Played, Street
You
Fighter
remember-
2 back then. It was like that was amazing then. I play it now. I'm like, it's still amazing. Even if it's rough around the edges, but
Yeah.
no other type of retro experience, I think, for me.
That's your jam, I think.
It is, man. It is.
Well, I was just thinking, do you remember when 3D graphics first started coming out?
Horrible.
They were like, we're making Mortal Kombat. We're making all these games 3D
Yeah, it's
now,
horrible.
where you spin around each other and everything, sidestep and all that.
Mhm.
I remember.
And they just weren't good.
No, they weren't good at all.
In my opinion, it wasn't good. I didn't like it.
They weren't good at all.
I think was it Virtua Fighter maybe was one that, because that was like one of the originals that did that. And a Virtua Fighter, I was like, this is cool. It's different.
Mhm.
But it was its own thing. But then when you switch like Tekken and all those
Mhm.
ones, I don't know. I just really, it's good that Mortal Kombat went back to the 2D style because
Yes.
that's where it shines, man.
Yes.
Like, don't give us that 3D stuff on
You
there.
can tell they were experimenting for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
Mortal
Like we
Kombat
can do it.
4.
Let's do it.
Mortal
Mhm.
Kombat
Uh-huh.
4 was their 3D game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Was that on
Wow.
GameCube or Dreamcast or something?
It was on.
was
I know
on
it was on the Nintendo 64, so it had to be that
It was
first.
on 64
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it was on. It should be on the
Yeah.
PlayStation and possibly the Saturn, but it's just
Well,
like
like
certain things
like
don't translate.
Scorpion would be
well.
like, "Get over here," and he'd throw his hook out.
And you're like,
Dude's over there.
right.
Yeah, it hit the cage.
But now, so
I
look,
pulled someone out of the crowd.
here's the thing though. That's not necessarily bad, right? If we're trying to be
We're
realistic.
the opposite thing. Yeah.
But here's the thing though. You got a guy whose palm is opening up, and then there's a thing going out of his palm, right? And he's gonna snatch you by your throat, and it doesn't kill you, right? It's gonna snatch you by
Yep.
your throat over, and he's gonna do some sort of, even if it's just the uppercut, would murderize a human in real life, right? So
Yeah.
we're either gonna be real or we're not. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like, when you're playing like
All or
Street Fighter or
nothing.
something. Do you realize what a fireball would do to you, like in real life?
Done.
Right.
Game's over.
Exactly. The first time you hit me with a fireball, I'm good.
If
Right.
I got uppercutted 10 feet in the air, I'm not getting back up.
No, you know what? If you ever just got uppercutted, period,
Right.
you're like,
If I
I'm
just-
good. Like, is this
Now
what
Mortal
fighting
Kombat has
is?
this thing. They have this thing of the X-ray thing, where you get like a little
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
cut for your thing. And like, yeah, he's like punching the guy, and now he has like 3 broken ribs, and he's like snapped his neck. I'm like, it's over. What do you mean? He just
Yeah.
snapped his neck.
Exactly.
No, he gets up and just
Exactly.
like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. I'm like, wait, what?
So there's always the who would win, Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. After the X-ray moves came out, I'm like, obviously Mortal Kombat, because
Yeah,
that
dude.
guy just had his chest cavity caved in,
He's
and you know
still
what
up.
he did? He got up and he
got back
won.
up.
Right?
Good work.
So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Like I said, realism is good sometimes. Sometimes it's not.
Right.
When Virtual Fighter came out with the 3D design, like people loved it. I hate
You
it.
could knock them off the platform, and they would just like, for whatever reason, if they stepped off that little like 2-foot platform, they're like,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
like you just got punched in your face 20 times, but that little platform got you.
Yep. Like
Mhm.
you got power bombed on the back of your neck.
I guess they were doing
Right.
like a sumo wrestling type.
Exactly. But
thing,
the
you know?
the rules, that's in the rules. I can power bomb you, right? I can jackknife your neck right down into the ground. But
Yep.
if you step out of that ring, you better that you lost that round. Okay.
Right.
That's not legal for you to come back in and keep fighting. So yeah. Or Soul Calibur.
Right.
Like
All
you're
right,
fighting
this
with
is just
swords.
off the top of my mind.
Hmm.
I hope you guys love this game as much as I loved it. I want a new one to come out. You guys just got me thinking.
Hmm.
Def Jam.
Vendetta.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I
Not
always
the
wanted to play
newest
as-
one. Not the newest one.
Yeah, no,
Uh-huh.
Vendetta was the
Old
one
one.
that had Method Man and Joe
I think
Budden
Icon
and,
was the
like,
new one. Def Jam Icon. I didn't
Yeah.
really care for that one.
I
Like,
always
you-
wanted to beat up everyone as Flavor Flav, but it's
Oh
never.
man, yeah.
Nice. He
Smash
lives here in
somebody with a
Vegas, so
Your clock,
Yeah.
Flav, if you're listening, I know you're in Vegas, and I know you're a big fan.
Yeah,
of the
he owns a
podcast,
chicken
right?
shop or something down here,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Well,
I know.
I think he did. I
I
saw
think
him
he was
being
in jail
arrested
last time I
recently,
saw,
but-
dude. He got like a DUI or something.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
If you're in prison right now listening,
yes,
subscribe to Michael Lewis channel.
there you go. There
You'll
you
have a
go.
good time. It'll make time fly.
Make time
Um,
fly, man.
Like Def Jam was so cool to me because I could customize my character,
Right.
and like so I made him look like me, but
Mhm.
with he had like the big shirt on and like the big old
90s style.
jeans at the time, like chains,
right.
and like I love that game's story because it was a fighting game,
Mhm.
kind of like a pit fighter type of
Oof.
game, kind of.
Uh-huh.
Where like you're the crowd's all around you and they're like they're cheering you on and you're fighting someone in there. Well, then when you leave, Ice-T comes out in the parking lot when you're about to get in your car and he's like, hey bro, like why'd you gotta do that to my boy?
Uh-huh.
And then you got to pick what you said or whatever, and you're like, let's do this. And then you're in the parking lot fighting Ice-T,
Wow.
slamming his head up against the car and stuff. And then like
That's awesome.
when you go back home, like like Redman's waiting for you
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
at your door. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like
Right.
that was one of the best. Like even if you didn't, which I don't know how you could, but if you didn't like the fight mechanics,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
That game had the best licensing I've ever seen in my life.
Mhm.
And everybody
Wow.
was in there.
Right? You had all these characters
Right.
from like Wu-Tang and everything. You're just like, how did all these people sign on for this?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Like if Tupac was still alive, he would have been in it,
yeah,
and he would
Yep.
have been friends with
he'd have been friends with
everybody
Biggie.
else.
It'd have been a whole
Yeah,
thing, right?
Biggie and him would be like, what? Yeah,
Teaming up
that-
with Betty White. Yeah,
I
you
agree.
know,
crazy.
against Betty White.
Yeah.
I would absolutely rock Betty. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Like,
Dude,
that's my dog
she'd
right
tear you
there.
up,
Thank
ultimate
you for
power.
being a friend. Okay.
Right.
Thank
She
you.
has force choke.
You're right. She was old, but she didn't look like Palpatine. She wasn't like that old.
No.
Yeah, man. Vendetta, you're just Def Jam in general. That'd be awesome. I don't think
Vendetta, that's the
I don't
one.
think you could do a game like that now because the amount of money that people want, these
Yeah.
artists.
It'd be ridiculous. They
But
wouldn't just
how,
jump in on
how
it. But
awesome would it be to be able to beat that stupid heart out of Drake's head? Like,
Oh.
you know what I'm saying? Like, how awesome
be
would
like,
that
Drake, it looks like you gained some weight, bro.
be? Right.
And then tear him up.
That would be so
Right.
awesome. Just like choke and be like, your nose looks funny, right? And you look hilarious without your beard. Like, how
Yeah,
awesome
right.
would that be?
Right.
Lil Wayne's just so small, you just toss him around like he's
Right, right.
Beetlejuice.
He's like the little guy in 007, right? Where you're like, I can't. Where
Cody
is he
Chief?
at? Right?
You can't even head punch him. You miss.
That would be awesome, man.
Yeah, we need to come up with that game. I don't know. EA, I think, owns Def
Well,
Jam. I
that's probably
believe.
why you'll never
think
see
it's
it.
EA.
See?
Yeah.
That's why
Okay,
it'll never
that'd be
happen
dope.
again.
That'd be dope. A handicap match versus the Destiny's Child.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
just imagine that? just
And you know what? I only want the girls who got kicked out, right?
Yep. Miley
The
Cyrus is
girls who got
unlockable.
kicked out. Yeah. You guys double team.
It's in a
Beyonce.
wrecking ball. That's how she defeats you. Yeah.
That's her special move. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Who
you got
are
it all
these people
figured
that I'm
out.
on the
EA just
podcast
hit us
with,
up.
right? I wanna
EA
know
just hit
why-
us up.
Why does my crew know about these artists? Right? I'm only feeding off of what you guys are giving me. I don't
Yeah.
know. So it's not me.
All right.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
All right, guys. Well, that was some good talks.
Yeah.
Michael, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Anytime, man. I had a pleasure being here, man. This channel
Yeah.
was great. And yeah, if you guys haven't done so already, share this channel, like this channel. It's amazing. So thank you guys so much for having me here. I had a blast.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate
Yeah.
it, man. We definitely
And
do.
we're on you have a Discord channel.
I do. Mhm.
And there's a promote me, so I put our stuff on there. So I appreciate you letting us do that. But I follow your stuff from there when you stream and everything too. So
Mhm.
thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm always down for everyone, man. If you guys have a YouTube channel, we got to support each other, you know. So that's
Yeah,
pretty much
We
what we're doing.
appreciate you, man.
Always.
We do.
And
we,
just
again, we've been waiting to get you on. So
waiting.
you know,
Yeah.
And now that you're on, I'm like, oh yeah, he seems like a dude I just went to school with, and like we just grew up
Right,
together.
that's right. That's why I told Shinobi and Xenon, I'm like, dude, like these guys are like really, they're the real deals, just like us. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh,
We'd all be hanging out, that's for sure.
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. And I wouldn't be
Um,
wearing denim though, because I know what that means.
I
yeah.
ain't getting tore up.
Yeah.
Get home with eye black like you wore denim. Yeah, Mike was there. It's crazy, man.
I told you not to do that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was the one with the tassels on the elbows too. He's not
Right.
into that.
Are you
man.
Oh my
insane?
god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
good job.
Kenny Rogers looking stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're gonna wear it, right? You look like the gambler.
Right.
Well, check down below in the description. I'm gonna link Michael Lewis's channel.
Yeah.
So click it, subscribe.
With the,
If you
all your
subscribe
stuff
to
in it.
mine, subscribe to his.
Yep.
Right?
Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Yep. And as always, thanks, Jason.
Yeah, I appreciate getting us all together. So this has been good.
Yeah, this has been great.
More to come.
Thank
More to come.
We'll do
Oh, yeah.
we'll do more. I want to do an alien podcast with
man.
you guys.
Can't
That'd
wait.
be awesome.
Can't wait.
Yeah. All right. We're out
All
of
right,
here. See
guys.
ya.
Thank you guys.